Peace be with you everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Trevor, really glad to have you here today, and in today's video I'm just going to be going over my top 10 cheap fragrances. There's going to be 2 for each season, and so I just wanted to share some of my best recommendations for affordable fragrances. Cheap for me is anything under $40, and this list is a handful of fragrances that I actually reach for despite their cost, and they get into my rotation with some of my higher end designer and niche fragrances. And I think these, if you wanted to get 10 fragrances on a budget to kind of span you out through the entire year and acclimate to the different temperature changes and weather conditions, I think this is going to be servicing you really well. So just on that note, and in the name of versatility, I just want to start with my 2 recommendations for blue fragrances. The first one is going to be this Midjourney Parfum. This is inspired by Bleu de Chanel. It doesn't smell exactly like it, but it does have that blue type shower gel vibe going on. This is a little bit more synthetic smelling than Bleu de Chanel, and it's a little bit more heavily leaning into that shower gel vibe, but there is still some really nice fuzzy ginger up at the top with some smoky birchwood. And yeah, just makes this a really nice, versatile fragrance. It's actually my scent of the day today, so I'm just going to go ahead and reapply. Really nice atomizer on this one too, pressurized, and magnetic cap on the Midjourney fragrances, so definitely worth checking this one out. I think this is a great pickup and one of my top 10 cheapies. Moving on to the second blue fragrance. This is probably no surprise to anyone, but you can still barely pick this one up for under $40 on eBay from Forever Luxe as a tester. Testers do come with the cap. This is going to be Versace Dylan Blue. Again, leaning into that blue shower gel vibe, but this has a nice fruity fig note with some darkness from some added incense. Alberto Morillas is the perfumer, so this is a quality creation because he's a quality perfumer. It's not always a one-to-one correlation, but this has got a great nose behind it, and it's really worth checking out if you haven't already. Also, one of my most well-received fragrances by the ladies. So we've got all year-round versatility right here, picking out with Midjourney Parfum and Versace Dylan Blue. So we'll just go ahead and move right into the spring. For the springtime, I really like to reach for shaving cream type barbershop, green, fougere, lavender fragrances. So my recommendation and an affordable option in that genre is going to be L'Insoumis from Lalique. Like I said, this is a little bit like a shaving cream foam vibe, but there's an added rum note that adds this like modern sweetness and like a unique quality to this one. It's a little bit close to the skin, but really nice office scent, easy daily driver, little bit green, nice, pleasant. Definitely one of my top picks for the springtime. You can get a tester of this with the cap off Fragrance Net for right around $26. And then my other top pick for the spring is going to be Dunhill's Icon. Really nice, beautiful presentation, hefty bottle. This is going to satisfy my itch for the floral vibe in the springtime. This has got a really strong neroli-centric note, and neroli, I believe, is like one of the flowers that grows on an orange tree. So it's got a really nice, bright, citrusy, floral, a little bit of pepper in here. Makes it nice and masculine, and then I think there's some vetiver that brings some woodiness to this. It's just like overall really great, versatile fragrance. Although it's not blue, you could probably wear this one year round as well. But I think it really shines for me in the springtime. So for the spring, we've got Dunhill Icon and L'Insoumis from Lalique. And then moving on into the summertime, you've got a few options here. My recommendation is going to be Versace Pour Homme. So you can get a tester of this without a cap for $35. If you want to get the cap, it's going to run you right around $45. But if you want to get this same scent profile, you can still get it for under $40 full presentation if you get the Midjourney Wave, which is going to come in the exact same bottle as this, but it's more this color. I've actually got it just off to the side here, but I've got the mic hooked up to my phone. I don't want to like run over there and grab it, but yeah. Versace Pour Homme, probably the best summertime daily driver. Really nice, bright, citrusy, a little bit aquatic. Also Alberto Maria's creation. Just a little bit of like kind of nice and white t-shirt linen vibe underlying all of that, like bright, kind of crispy, creamy almost orange. Yeah, this is really nice, refreshing out of the shower summertime fragrance. Like I said, you know, either get this or the Midjourney Wave, because they're both in the same scent profile genre, and they can both be found for right around $40. Again, yeah, you can definitely get without a cap for $35, and then with a cap for like $45. Or if you still want to spend under $40 for 100 ml, I think you can get 200 ml bottles of this for like $70. So you're paying about $35 still for the 100 ml. And then my second pick for the summertime is going to be this one, which is a little bit more bright and citrus and floral. John Varvatos Artisan Pure. Kind of looks how the bottle presentation looks. Just really nice, beachy, extra sunny, beautiful, bright, inviting citrus, floral, white t-shirt. Just goes perfectly with a day at the beach where you would just kind of see this wicker pattern at. I just think they really did a home run job. I think John Varvatos in general does a really home run job with their presentation, matching the personality behind their fragrances. Again, not the greatest longevity on John Varvatos house, but freshies generally have a hard time lasting a long time anyway, and this is one of the best fresh scent profile fragrances that I have in my collection. Alright, so we've got blue fragrance, spring, summer. Moving on into the autumn, this is maybe not the most mass appealing fragrance, but I definitely had to include it in my list for my top choices for the fall, and that is going to be Encre Noir à l'Extrême. So this to me kind of smells, I was walking around my neighborhood a couple weeks ago, and there was somebody burning some leaves in a like bonfire pit, and there was like a certain sweetness that was coming out of the leaves as the smoke was kind of filling the air, and it smelled exactly like this. There's some resins underneath of like an inky vetiver in here, and it just has this really nice smoky but added touch of warmth. Not quite sweetness, but just like something cozy underneath of the sort of dark woody aspects. Beautiful fragrance, something I like to wear on rainy days, and perfectly matches the sort of dying aspect of the autumn for me. Love having this in my collection. Pick it up for like under $30 if you can find a tester. Really great value for your money. Lalique's Encre Noir à l'Extrême. And then my other top pick for the autumn is going to be Dolce & Gabbana's The One Eau de Toilette. You can find this on eBay for just under $40. You can find it right around $40 on Fragrance Net. Beautiful, iconic fragrance. Really glad that it is able to be picked up for right around $40 now, and that I can consider this a cheapie. Classic ginger tobacco, really nice, kind of versatile, especially for the colder weather. Iconic date night fragrance, just really beautiful, kind of gets better projection for me when I'm in the sun. So it satisfies the sweet, ambery sort of sensual, close coziness that the autumn brings, but is still like versatile and manly, and something that I can wear you know, year round if I really wanted to, especially like at like a summer night. You could still kind of wear this, but yeah, for the autumn, I've got Dolce & Gabbana's The One Eau de Toilette and Encre Noir à l'Extrême. And then finally for the winter, gonna go with this one here. It's just kind of a no-brainer for the winter time. It makes all the cheapies lists. I actually kind of prefer the Eau de Toilette version, but I really get a lot of enjoyment out of this one. And if I had to, you know, recommend one of the two, It's going to be Bentley for Men Intense. This one I've actually gotten more wears out of than the Eau de Toilette, so you know, even though I say I might like enjoy that one more, I guess I've been wearing this one more than that one. But yeah, really nice, boozy, smoky, vanillic. I had somebody give me a compliment on this, and they told me that it smelled like a cold storage, like an ice cream cold storage, like in the back, if you've ever worked at a Dairy Queen. That's the kind of, like a little bit boozy, vanillic, dusty, kind of like, you know, how the air gets really cold and crisp in like a freezer, and you can kind of like just see that dusty coldness that's going on. This is really great for that sort of environment. So Bentley for Men Intense for the winter. And then my last pick for the winter time is going to be a bit of a hidden gem, one that I've tried to talk about on this channel a handful of times, and that is going to be Colors Man Black from the House of Benetton. This is my festive go-to fragrance. I think Burberry London's really beautiful, and I think probably a better scent overall than this, but this gives me like 8 hours projection and 8 hours longevity with a good 2 to 3 hours projection, whereas Burberry's London I'm lucky to get like a half an hour out of. So this satisfies my festive itch for a fragrance. You know, it's got some nutmeg in there, some oud, and some vanilla, so it's like really got that nice, sweet, spicy, aromatic quality to it with some woods. But then it's also like got this really nice lavender touch in there as well that makes this really like a beautiful, classy, soft, elegant, kind of dark, really nice fragrance that reminds me of just, you know, seeing a blanket of snow on a winter night with the moonlight reflecting off of it, just kind of like soft but dark, but you know, inviting at the same time. Reminds me of the holidays. Colors Man Black from the House of Benetton. And that is going to be my top 10 cheapies, 2 for each season, plus some blue fragrances. Let me know if there's anything that I might have missed, if there's what your favorite cheapies are, how you would have done this list a little bit differently. And I look forward to hearing from you in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Appreciate you. Take care.